Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Tuesday or thereabout. I got the overall basic message of absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. And I see this coming into play throughout this period in different ways. It could be naturally what you're creating, developing, accomplishing. It could be, what you're applying yourself towards. It could even be in regards to a connection or two. But I feel like for some as well, it's in regards to popping up when it comes to what you're observing, what you're seeing, maybe even in regards to what you're remembering throughout this period. Let's jump into the Wisdom Oracle deck and see what else we get. The Y card and No Place Like Home. Okay, so with the No Place Like Home card, I really feel there's a sense of your home life taking a highlight, maybe being utilized to your advantage for your comfort, stability. Maybe you're working from home. There may be a focus on getting it in better shape, right? Cleaning things up, tidying up, and therefore achieving more of that absolute perfection kind of feeling and energy. Okay, and vision as well, and that helping your mindset naturally. But I do feel as if this is coming through on another level in a different way about you feeling more so at home within your own skin, when it comes to your recent soul growth and development, a lot of which, like myself, drawn to the reading, feel like a brand new version of themselves. And so this really comes into play throughout this period in the way of you feeling once again more at home as this version of yourself, or just maybe some of which, you felt very disconnected from yourself recently, even if you feel like you haven't been through a lot of soul development and change, where I feel drawn to this reading, you've been through some regardless, rewinding back, but it's like you're coming back home to yourself, okay? There's a feeling of you, giving off and embracing this very cozy energy, this warmth about you. And I feel this is not only just being outwardly expressed, and maybe I want to say even people in a situation benefiting from that, maybe more than one situation for some, but you're really benefiting from it as well. It's this warm sort of hug that you're giving yourself without actually meaning to, and maybe in certain ways for a lot you're utilizing self-care to your advantage, trying to achieve this I'm hearing banger glow up, this amazing radiant glow up that you deserve and want. And so that self-care action and effort is naturally leaving you feeling this cozy feeling, okay, in a bright and light way. And people are noticing this, all right? But the Y card, the date pushes you to question things, and I don't see this being a negative thing as long as you don't take it to the furthest extent, as long as you don't cross that thin line, knowing yourself and your habits best and your way of going about this and that. But when you question this and that within your life, whether it's past oriented, currently, maybe in regards to what you want and need for the future, or maybe even, let's say, your vision for the future, even if it's in regards to one or two aspects, areas of your life, this is going to be of key importance so that you come to certain realizations, maybe remember something of importance for now and or moving forward. I feel that there's a wrongdoing that you need to think back to and ask yourself, well, why did that get the best of me, or why did that irritate me, or why did it not get the best of me or irritate me as much as it maybe once would have or could have. I don't know why I'm getting that for some, but moving on to by the book, there's a sense of you following the rules, or maybe implementing or utilizing some form or forms of structure to your advantage. It reminds me of me, for a while now, I had been utilizing the freedom that I have to create my own schedule and just winging it in a sense, and getting on here and just saying, I'm going to just go with what I feel and record for whatever signs or the daily as, my intuition guides me and spirit guides me to record. Anyways, that was poorly put, but you get the point. But recently, since I started reading for all 12 signs again, plus the dailies, I've set a bit of a structure for myself where I'm pretty much reading for four different signs plus the daily, and planning my days out in that sense, and then giving myself 1 or 2 days, ahead of time in case I do need a break unexpectedly. But the point is, there's something about that for you. I feel like that was unnecessary to share that, but big, little, and small is what I just heard, and I feel like this is coming into play in different ways. On one level, as I'm being drawn to the different size elephants here, different amounts of knowledge being gained and remembered even, but there's a feeling of you thinking about different amounts and maybe even the pace of growth and progression with something of importance rewinding back and maybe even currently. Let's move on to some tarot. I just heard it's time to go, go, go. Let's move on to the Gilded Tarot. What else do we have for this Tuesday? I'm hearing you're talking a lot, and I feel like that was partially a message to me. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, because that's just what I do. The Judgment card and the Ten of Wands. I don't see this being heavy energy, because again, it feels like this sort of light and cozy vibe about you in this day, this period. But this really giving sort of a weight on your back that you have on your plate, a sense of you having a lot to get done. Why at certain points we're winding back in comparison to today? Has things felt, has your path felt heavier, right? Why has your energy felt heavier? Why have you had maybe a heavy, somewhat if not fully burdensome outlook on this and that within your life or your life as a whole? And so stuff like this is very constructive, obvious for the obvious reasons, to treasure and carry forward this sort of light and or complete light and cozy, glowing vibe and energy. Yeah, there's a brightness about you. There's a feeling of stuff that you've been doing, this and that of importance that you've been doing, implementing, changing, embracing, working to your advantage in that sense. There's reasons to smile is now what I'm getting. There's reasons to smile. And you can't help but feel this assisting you in a multitude of ways, in many ways. But for somebody as well, there's a focus on you needing to cut out the sorry usage, all right? I can totally relate where I say sorry, and sometimes, let's be real, for me at least, it's due to spirit. Just trying to make me look like I'm overly apologetic and in the wrong, but either way, they're saying that's one of the habits that some drawn to the reading need to work on. There's really, for the majority of those times, no need to apologize. You know what I mean? But we're moving on to Judgment. Again, a lot of talking. I feel like this is a day where you are getting your voice out there, and it feels quite important. There's a soothing way about how you speak, you convey, you maybe even sing for some. Okay, they're reminding me of last night at work. It was just a laughter-filled shift where I, at one point, was just waiting for a full plate of nachos, and I was singing and clapping, basically just saying nachos in different ways. And the authority figure on duty was watching me at a distance and laughing. And people proceeded to sing that as the night trickled on forward. And so I feel like there may be reflecting and or current day evidence of something of the sort. Wow, did you hear that? Somebody was just screaming very aggressively. There's a tennis court and a pickleball court nearby. They are so passionate. Like they take it very seriously. You're also dancing with life more efficiently at this point. There's sort of a swaying way about you, a flow. You're really, applying yourself efficiently. You really, for the most part, throughout this period, feel like applying yourself, putting in the effort, getting things in order, completing things, figuring things out, even going back to that why card. And I really feel as well that this collective has a really almost easy way about how they push people to question things efficiently. You know, I in these readings can be very real with you. I can be very honest and even critical, but in a way or certain ways that pushes you to actually digest it and therefore, question and figure this out, that out, change this, change that, or remember this and that of importance. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel you can relate somehow to that. You know what I mean? Now, moving on to the Knight of Cups. You might be thinking about, okay, fulfillment, emotions from the past, maybe surrounding you. I wouldn't be surprised if you are thinking about future love or maybe wondering when somebody's meant to come back into your life or when you're going to meet that new somebody, that new soulmate, union of divine connection is what I'm getting. And Spirit's saying, don't worry about the timeline, okay? Just be the individual, if you're single, where you water yourself, you take care of yourself and every other aspect of your life of importance, and still continue to strive for improvement and get maybe your life in order more so or in general. And make sure you're glowing to the furthest extent. And you will naturally, and for some you already are in the midst of attracting in, magnetizing that right aligned soul for yourself, okay, that soul connection, and it will happen exactly when it's meant to, as everything does along your path, okay? So I feel it's another day that reminds you divine timing is on your side, time in general is on your side, and there's just true purpose wrapped up into your presence, into your path as a whole, all right? You're no exception to the law of attraction is what I'm getting. Interesting, didn't expect that one. Another Knight. There's a feeling of, something growing slowly, feeling like you're slowly coming back into a sense of control within your life, and maybe even a slow increase in savings. But, all right, for somebody, a slow releasing of that money, say spending or whatever the case may be, or automatic withdrawals. I said that really weird. But I do feel as if this is a day where you're going to be shifting it forward in a slow and non-rushing kind of manner. And I feel that's not only assisting with that cozy and bright, light way of being, but it's partially because of it, if that makes sense. It's like both are affecting each other in an increased sort of way. You might be pushed to randomly think about a stressful chapter from the past. This isn't to help you. Please discard it, all right? Because this is, I feel, to maybe make you question your choices, going back to that Y card in a negative sense. It could be to just take you out of that state of glowing and positivity, that radiance. And it's just, as long as you don't take as long as you don't utilize it in the way they want you to or give into it, it's not going to affect you, okay, as they want to see that happen. That wasn't the right wording. But the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress card, there's something that you began recently or are about to begin, and this is going to leave you in a more Ten of Pentacles state of being. It's interesting because I felt like there was a spirit that didn't want that to come out, okay, because I feel this is really going to be an epic, or is, let's just say in the near future, is going to be either way an epic amount of success for you. Whether this is talking about an investment of some sort, I feel it is either way, say financial, or it could be work related. It's going to leave you in a better state of being with more success, more abundance, and prosperity, okay? Look up the number 1404, as I feel you are going through a balancing act and weighing out options potentially, right? And this is going to be a very very, again, warm and cozy, light and easy kind of day, but with action of importance wrapped up into it all. And they're saying, to finish up this reading, you are glowing, my friend, okay? So hope this was truly helpful. As always, I'm sending you a ton of love and light. I'll see you in your next daily read.